Hello. It is your friendly neighborhood Death Eater here, and I would just like to say Avada Kedavra. It's finally here, dudes. This isn't a drill. Get your knives. Jack, did you get the tarp? Because we're gonna need it. So it's Monday, December 9th, just past 7 a.m. and today is my first exam. If you're new here, hi, this is me. And I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I am a university student and I'm currently in the process of losing my mind in first year physics. So hey, how are you? As I said before, today I have a chem exam at 9 a.m. We're gonna get going soon because today is not the day to be late, let's just say that. But yeah.
Guess what? I didn't eat an avocado tortilla. I know, that's illegal, but we had some leftover ground beef in the fridge, so I burned it and served it on a plate of culinary obstruction of justice. But back to the exam shenanigans. If you're wondering what happened, I walked in, sat down, pulled out my pencils and trinkets and weapons, and realized I hadn't brought an eraser. That meant I was relegated to using the little nub on the back of my mechanical pencil. Fine, you know what? I'll deal with it. But then, like 30 minutes into the exam, my eraser just appeared on my desk, and I was like, holy cow! I'm an X-Men. But other than that, the test was fine.
What a rush. Wow, what a trip. To be honest, it was like a really calm test. Nothing exciting happened. I wasn't like struggling to finish it. I'm gonna go on public transportation now because my dad's at work and my mom's at home and I don't want to make them drive all the way here to pick me up.
After that, the only thing that really happened was that I found a mocha chocolate chip Quest bar at one of the stops and I was obligated to try it because I'd never even heard about it before. Newsflash, it was gross. I mean, I hate all things coffee, so what was I expecting? I don't know, but it tasted like a barf on a hot summer day.
It's been about 2 days since I last spoke to you. Nothing's really happened because I did nothing, but I have a physics exam tomorrow and I haven't started studying, so the panic is starting to set in. If you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm eating lunch. I have a ton of studying to do, so let's just get started, my dudes.
So physics. I had wanted to started studying like 2 weeks ago for this exam because physics is a pretty heavy course, if you know what I mean. She's quite thick, but 2 weeks turned into 1, which turned into 5 days, which is double of 2.5, and is really close to 1, and now we're here. Einstein brought out all the dogs to play. You got the 50 million different types of motion. You got waves. Oh, did someone say simple harmonic motion? Yeah, she showed up too. Momentum, guess what? She hit someone and conserved kinetic energy. It's essentially Mean Girls, but physics. Wait, what's that noise? Did someone say dinner? Nope. Well, I'm gonna eat anyways. Before you all go butchering me in the comments for not seasoning my food, I don't want to hear it, okay? Oh, but Joanna, how can you eat such bland food? Like you're abusing your taste buds. Shut up, okay? Thanks. I like to eat things that taste like nothing. Okay, actually that might be a bit of an exaggeration. Anyways, that's enough of my ranting. Something did happen during dinner though, and it took the form of a little hexapod invertebrate which had burrowed in my broccoli.
Guys, I just found an inchworm in my broccoli. This is not okay. What? It's cooked. I don't like that. What the heck? No, I refuse. I'm boycotting dinner. I'm moving to the moon.
In more ways than one, you could probably say that Judgment Day had come jumping out of the pages of my physics textbook. Was I prepared as I had hoped to be? No. I was going in with low expectations, and you know what? It could have been worse. The exam was only 3 questions, but they were obviously quite challenging. In the end, I did end up getting it though. I had 3 hours, so I literally had enough time to crack the Da Vinci Code, make and eat an entire leg of lamb, and paint the ceiling while still being able to finish the exam. So you know what? Thursday was a good day.
Hi, so the test is over. I'm walking to the bus stop now. I just wanted everybody to say hi to the flock of geese. Be my friend. Okay, fine.
Hello, my dudes. So it is now much later during the day. It's almost 8 p.m. We have a ton to catch up on. So my next exam is this coming Sunday. It's an algebra exam, but for now, we have something else much more exciting going on. You might not know this, but a couple months ago, I was nominated for a Streamy Award, and you know what? I'm not gonna be doing this for like the rest of my life, so I'm gonna grab every opportunity I get by the basketballs, if you know what I mean. So the Streamy Awards are tomorrow. It's 1 day before my algebra exam. Should I be going? No, but I'm gonna go anyways. So it was this morning that I realized that I have absolutely nothing to wear to this Streamy Awards. I might as well just go naked. So, what did I do? I went to Aritzia.
So yeah, this is the fit. I like it. But anyways, now we're gonna go to bed because tomorrow we got a long day ahead of us. Good morning, everybody. It is currently 3:30 a.m. on Friday, December 13th. I just woke up. I finished packing my bags and I feel like one big flaming pile of dog shit. So we're gonna go to the airport now. Last night, I don't know what happened, but I got really bloated. So hopefully that fixes itself during the day. Don't forget to drink your water, dudes. Okay, this is getting weird. I'll see you later.
Okay, I'll admit it. This was a colossally stupid idea, you bet. But I was determined to make this work. So I devised a 5-step plan to make this bad decision work in my favor. Number 1, carry around your algebra textbook like it's nobody's business. Does it weigh as much as a newborn baby? Yes. If it really is that much of a hassle for you, get a stroller. The point is, your textbook is a constant reminder of the miserable life you lead, okay? Kind of like a child, but we won't talk about that. Number 2, keep yourself fed. Everybody knows that food is fuel. You know, we want brain power, so it's only a logical conclusion that we eat lots of brains. Number 3 is, the third thing, okay, I'm tired of this. At 8:12, I was on the mechanical bird and we were going so fast that the thrust from the engines pushing the plane forward exceeded the air resistance, which created a lift force greater than the plane's weight and powered the plane higher into the sky. But none of that mattered because I had determinants to find. Yeah, that lasted like 3 minutes before I got tired and decided to finish reading the last book in the Percy Jackson series. Listen, I know I was critical of the series when I first started reading it, but my goodness me, the Greek gods pulled the biggest Uno Reverso card ever because this thing is obsessive and infectious. I literally read half of The Last Olympian in one night. But eventually, we arrived in LA, I got an avocado and chicken burrito, mostly for the avocado, and we were suddenly speeding through the streets of the City of Angels at 1 mile per hour. The traffic was really not in our favor. The hotel was pretty good though, I must admit. It looked like something out of the 60s. But none of that mattered because
they have food.
Yeah, I ate the cookies. What of it? At this point, it was around 12 p.m., and we still had some time before the streamies to do absolutely nothing. My mom ordered a chicken and bruschetta mess, which I didn't help her eat because it was contaminated with tomato, and then I got down and did some homework. Now, let me just say one thing. This algebra might look easy, but it's not y equals mx plus b type of easy, okay? I got a comment the other day saying that algebra was easy and I shouldn't be doing it in university. Okay, you plebeian troglodyte. I'm not saying that I'm a brainiac doing the hardest type of math out there, but I would just like to see you try to explain orthogonality and null spaces, because I'd love your help.
Hi, hello, how's it going? Oh, you guys are looking a little bit dirty there, sorry. So it's just past 1:30 now. I'm gonna start to get ready. Why does my hair look purple?
So the transformation was underway. I started like I usually do, by assaulting my hair with the hairdryer. I'm pretty sure a vacuum would have been just as effective. Now, I didn't talk about my shoes when I showed off my outfit for the first time, so let me tell you the story. Obviously, Aritzia doesn't make shoes. I know, what a tragedy. So I was quite literally thrown to the wolves with nothing to put on my feet. So I ran around the mall like a desperate Debbie. I went into every single store possible. I went into Versace, and you know, I wasn't gonna buy anything there. I mean, let's be real here. But I still walked in with socks and sandals, to which the bodyguards looked at me with heavy suspicion, which was stupid because if I was gonna steal something, I'd come in through the air ducts. I went into Zara, and I tried to stay away from Zara because they're so fast fashion, they're literally outrunning Usain Bolt. But moral of the story is, I had no options. So I went home believing that I might have to go to the streamies barefoot. Thankfully, my mom had these heels in the back of her closet, so I stole them, and now we're here. The other thing that happened was that my mom found a scratch in the mirror through which the light behind it was shining through, and she thought that we were being watched. So in an attempt to not have my butt used as blackmail, she covered it with a band-aid. Yeah, that'll get a Mother Goose. Anyways, we were ready to get going. I made a slideshow/list of some things I looked like, so here it is. Number 1, a blonde strawberry. Number 2, a used tampon. Number 3, Clifford the big blonde dog. Number 4, the bottom of a Louboutin heel. Number 5, Ariel's red hair. Number 6, a tomato. Wait, number 7, the red Power Ranger if he was Karen who wanted to talk to the manager. Number 8, a stop sign. Number 9, Elmo. Number 10, the mop used to clean up a murder scene. Number 11, a nosebleed gone extra. And number 12, Mr. Krabs herself. So the streamies, they went a little something like this. We arrived and there was a reception with food. They had literally every species of cheese ever made. It was honestly impressive, so my mom and I kind of went crazy. After that romp, however, the only other thing to do
do was go on the red carpet, and I'm not here to look awkward while some people who don't know who I am take my photo. So my mom and I just sat on a poof and watched the outfits from a distance. Eventually the whole thing started, and I was immediately greeted with this cookie that seemed to be some sick reminder that the Emoji Movie happened. It didn't really taste good, but that's besides the point. The show itself was the most chaotic thing ever, though. It was live, so everyone was scrambling around to get things going. The food, I mean, there was a platter of sweets in the center, and that was it, so I'll give it a 4 out of 10. The best part, though, was when Patrick Star was singing something, and they had these signs, but one of them was upside down, so that was really funny. If you're looking for a hot take on the Streamies, I don't want to say much or else I'll get dragged on Twitter, but if you're wondering why Tana won Creator of the Year over Mr. Beast, it's because it was fan voted, and Tana probably plugged the crap out of her hashtag, so that's what happened. But that's it, I'm zipping my lips. You hear that, Stan Twitter? Stay the hell out of my mentions. Eventually though, the night was over and my feet and I were pooped, so we went back to the room where I went to bed because tomorrow was fast approaching, which meant that my algebra exam was even closer. I woke up the next morning at 7 a.m. Our flight back to Toronto was at 10 a.m. We didn't have time, Chief! Panic mode initiated! I have an exam to destroy. Do you not understand what's on the line? I threw everything in my bag and we sprinted to the airport. I was feeling nauseous because I was running on only cheese and sugar from the night before, so I bought this chicken and apple sandwich. Weird combination, but okay, whoever made that must have been having a bad day. And before I knew it, we were on the plane back home, and I was writing out my plan to become immortal. I mean, I was studying for algebra. I also finished the other half of Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian, to which I got extremely emotional and almost started crying on the plane, but that's besides the point. The day of my algebra exam had finally arrived. It was time for me to holy cannoli, Joanna, you slept in and you literally lost like 2 hours of study time. Hey, if this ever happens to you, fear not, for all you need to do is eat your textbook. I recommend dicing it with a sharp ruler and sprinkling it with eraser shavings for enhanced flavors. It works really well for me and you can eat it with a pencil and pen too.
I'm wearing my camo pants because I mean business. So dudes, we're about to go write this test. Am I ready? Why don't we not talk about that? I think positive thinking can do a lot for all of us. Go team. No, but I studied as much as I possibly could. I'm feeling a little bit loopy, but you know what? There's worse things in life, so let's get going.
So this final exam, where do I even begin? As my dad drove me to the exam, I was literally panicking in my seat. Let's be honest here, these were not ideal conditions in the slightest. When I got there, I frantically started reviewing indoors while everyone else stood outside in the cold. I mean, Canadians. Am I right? Wait. And then the exam began. Here's what happened. I walked in, sat down, got my pens and pencils out, looked at the page and almost had a heart attack. The test was 18 pages long. And then, as if to say, hey, screw you, but Merry Christmas, my professor put out candy canes on each person's exam. I could smell the passive aggressiveness. The test was then underway. Again, I had 3 hours, but honestly, with 18 pages, we'd be cutting it very close. I wrote faster than I ever have. My hands were burning. I thought I was actually gonna die. There was this one question where I had to calculate the eigenvalues of a matrix, and I got 666. Is this some kind of sick joke? In the end, the test wasn't that bad. It was just absurdly long. And yeah, that was it. I was done, and now I feel like some shell of a human being only staying afloat because of the wind. So yeah, that's it. Video's over.
None of us are gonna ever see those because we're stuck inside making videos. I think that